Invite a Budget Blinds style consultant to show you how to transform your rooms just by changing your window coverings. Canada's #1 choice for window coverings. Visit budgetblinds.ca today.
And the first CPCA race weekend of the season wrapped up in North Battleford, and Moses Wilde joins us on the desk with more.
Yeah, after stealing the first 2 shows of the weekend, Chris Molly was the guy to catch up against. He was very good. First in the aggregate standings and the fastest times on Friday and Saturday. And we'll go to heat number 13, where the man to beat Molly on barrel 1, the PWM outfit, looking for the clean sweep. The only rider to come close to him was Jamie Labicane on the final day. 2 seconds behind him in the aggregate total, he was on barrel 2, and Ray Mitsuing rounding out the final barrel on 3.
There's the horn and a hot start for 4 Diamond Truck Wagon Racing. Jamie Labicane, Sidekicks Express, and Dave Colwell. But guess who's going to beat him out of town? PWM Steel and Chris Molly. He is off that #1 barrel and has the rail.
Molly would build up a wagon and a half lead going into the back stretch, and he would not relinquish that despite a good effort by Jamie Labicane going into the final turn. Molly would post the fastest time of the day with a 102.74 and go on to win North Battleford with a 3:09.18 aggregate time for his 3rd show crown of his career.
They had 6 teams going this spring, and we mixed and matched, and I think I got it narrowed down to 3 really good teams, so I can feel confident taking them off any barrel or any time. So it should be good, I hope. As long as they stay sound and healthy, we'll be good for the year, I hope.
Now talk about a major achievement. Molly set the fastest time of the day for 3 consecutive days. Not only that, but posted the fastest time on Championship Sunday, so he just keeps getting better and better with those outfits. Looking at the aggregate times, no surprise, Molly topping the list, Jamie Labicane in second, and you have to think that penalty on Friday night could have made the difference or a little more interesting. Mitsuing would finish top 5 or in the top 5 each night, good enough for 3rd in the aggregate standings. Vern Nolan, last year's Canadian champ, finished in 4th. Shane Nolan, last year's point champion and defending North Battleford champion, finished 5th to round out the top 5. The next spot for the CPCA Tour is June 12th in Dewberry. Now to lacrosse. The Vermilion Roar were in action Sunday, taking on the powerhouse Westlock Rock. The Roar have been playing some weaker teams as of late, so this matchup against the Rock would be a good one. And the Roar came out to play. 11-6 was the final. Keegan Bowman potted 3 goals and chipped in with 4 assists. Colby Bowman added 4 goals himself, and Chase Carlson added an extra 2 in the win. The boys are now on a 7-game win streak, and the Roar's next game is this Wednesday in Lloydminster, taking on the Extreme at the Civic Center. Game time is at 8 o'clock. To some AAA ball now. The Prairie Pirates' sluggish start to the year continues. On Saturday, they were swept by the southeast winds, so the Pirates were looking for better luck as they traveled to Swift Current for a double dip. The Prairie Bucks, well, they did pretty well getting the win in game number 1. Blake Robinson pitched 6 2/3, giving up 3 earned runs, 5 strikeouts, and also brought in 2 RBI. Darian Gamble's bat still hot as ever, 3 for 4 with 3 RBI and a run to be scored. So in game number 2, what happened? It would be Jared Coghill on the mound, and he would win, pitching 6 innings, got 5 Ks, while only giving up 7 runs. Yes, 7 runs, that's a lot. They did end up winning at 9-7. He's also great with the stick, though. 3 for 5, producing 3 runs scored. There we go. He also got an RBI. Gamble's bat continued to torch the Tribe, going 3 for 4 with 2 runs scored. The Bucks will be back at home this weekend against the Parkland Expos and those same Indians on Sunday. Now, the AA team was also on the road this weekend. First game against Weyburn, the boys had some bus legs as they dropped the first one 12-2. A much closer game as Weyburn would win it in the bottom of the 7th with a walk-off hit. So Sunday they faced Moose Jaw, the Demons, and they lost game 1 5-1. Game 2, the Bucks didn't fare any better as the AA Pirates had a tough weekend going 0-4. And that is your first look at sports. Gerard Lampau has your weather details coming up. The Lloydminster Reapers ladies rugby team combined with the Cold Lake Penguins this season. Both are having an extremely tough time finding players, and so they merged together and are playing in the Edmonton Rugby Union. Now the 2 teams say there have been some growing pains, but are glad they could make it work.
Huge challenge because we don't have everyone together, therefore we can't run through our plays, stuff like that. So when it comes to game days, you know, we try to get to the field earlier so we could get everyone together and try and get that bond in as quick as possible. But we seem to manage really well and pull it off.
The team has got out to a 1-3 start in their inaugural season. Although it's not the start they wanted, they're still building for the future.
It's just basically trying to rebuild the club. So just doing some recruiting, getting new girls out, dusting off the boots from the old dogs there. That's all. That's what we look forward to for this year.